Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. This is Andrew coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be appearance versus reality. Think about that one. Guys, before I jump into it, please subscribe to the channel if you like the content and share it with anyone you think that can use it. Guys, appearance versus reality. Let's just slow this one down and go back a little bit. So let's pretend you are buying a car and the car is a used car and it's got a beautiful brand new paint job on it. And you're like, oh my goodness, this is the car I want. It's the car I can afford. It's going to be great. And it looks absolutely amazing. So you make the deal, you buy the car, you drive it off, and boom, boom, boom. You know, within a little bit of time, the car breaks down, and you're like, what is this? This car looks amazing. It's absolutely incredible. Well, what happened is the car had a great paint job. It fooled you, and that's the appearance. The reality is, underneath the hood, it doesn't function properly, and you probably just bought not a good car, or a lemon, if people still use that expression. Now, let's go to the narcissistic relationship. It's the same thing with the narcissist. The appearance was alluring. The appearance of the narcissist was inviting, enticing. It was something that you had never experienced before. You were drawn into the narcissist. You were caught off guard because their paint job is their appearance. The way they carry themselves, their presentation, the words they use, all the manipulative tactics that they used on you. That's the appearance. Now, the reality is, with the narcissist, we all know now that the reality is very similar to the analogy I gave you earlier with the car. They're empty shells, they're hollow inside, they're takers, they're manipulating, they're destructive, they're deceitful, they're lying, they're arrogant, they're condescending, they're petty. They're essentially children trapped in an adult body, as we know. So appearance versus reality. You can use this with virtually anything on the planet. Like an example would be a website. Wow, that website looks great, but is it a scam website? Could be, don't know. We have to double check. Same thing with a person. Just the way they look. Okay, they're dressed impeccably and they look like, oh my God, this person could be a movie star. Are they really a quality person? Don't know. We have to take our time and find out. Getting back on track with the narcissist, everything is appearance versus reality. Everything, from a text message to the way they interact with you, to the way they triangulate you, to the way they make you walk on eggshells. Everything they do is for appearance. It's for show. You see, with the narcissist, their entire lives is based on a script that they run in their little brain. And what that script is how am I going to manipulate as many people as possible to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible and to decimate and destroy people, the whole time not caring about human beings as human beings or anything about them. So you see, to the narcissist, a human being is just an appliance, like we say. It's a toaster, or it's a microwave oven, whatever you want to call it. That is how they live their lives. And the appearance that the narcissist portrays to you and to the whole planet is exactly that. It's just an appearance. The narcissist is hollow. They have nothing of value to offer. As a matter of fact, what they do is they just take, and they continue to take. When they're done taking, what do? They take more. So appearance versus reality, you can use this in virtually anything. Let's say that you're going to a job interview tomorrow, and the company on the exterior looks amazing. This is great. Oh my God, it's the opportunity I've been waiting for. And I'm going to be paid more money than I've been paid in the past, and I really want to get the job. Of course you do, because you're a good, kind-hearted, loving person and an empath, and on my channel, and thank you for being here. But when you go to the interview tomorrow and you sit down and talk with people, let's say you pass the interview and you're going to be hired next week, and you talk to actual people that work there, and they're like, you know what? It's not worth the money. It's just not worth it. Like, this is a toxic company. It's a toxic environment. They're like people probably don't know that their bosses could be narcissists, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying, if you get the pulse of the company, things on the exterior may appear to be great and beautiful, but if you actually talk to the employees, they're going to tell you a different story. Like, yeah, I thought this company was great too in the beginning. It's not. It's just a job, and I can't wait to get out of here. Think about that as an example. That is appearance versus reality. It's the same thing. If you take this with guys, honestly, I'm so developed and so grown and so enlightened now, and I'm just being honest and authentic with you. But I used to, watch movies, and I used to watch, the Hollywood people, the actors and that kind of stuff, whatever. And if you ever see a picture of like a Hollywood actor, actress, whatever gender these days we're talking about, You'll see them in like a billboard or wherever they post these beautiful pictures. And all these pictures and photos and images are, not only they Photoshop, but they're just like, you're like, oh my God, I want to be like that person. Not me, trust me, I'm very happy with myself, and you should be too. But most people that watch these things are like, oh my God, that person's just gorgeous. They're the what's it called, my Hollywood crush, or whatever these things are called. That's appearance. Then if you look at an actual reality picture of them walking their dog down the street on Hollywood Boulevard or wherever they live, without makeup or without their hair done and all that, let's be real. There are many actors and actresses that have the benefit of Hollywood to make them look good. I don't want to get off track. I just want to give an example. Appearance versus reality is with everything. It's virtually with everything, but no more true than with the narcissistic relationship, because you were duped, you were fooled, you were sold a bill of nonsense the whole time, believing that you were in a relationship that was going to probably carry you through the rest of your life. Maybe you got married, maybe you had kids, however it works. Maybe it's a family, maybe it's your brother or sister that you've been dying, wrong term, sorry, I shouldn't say that. You've been hoping for a change. Maybe it's your brother or sister and you want them to change, like, hey, be good, like, let's spend some time, let's go on a fishing trip, or let's go boating, or whatever it is, and spend some quality time. But honestly, they're a narcissist, so they have no interest in that because they care about themselves only. I've heard many situations like that. Maybe it's your parent, maybe it's a neighbor, teacher, whomever, boss. The thing is these narcissists are everywhere, and I'm not suggesting to put your narc radar on and antenna flying up and look for them, search for them. No, not at all. I'm just saying that pay attention, because appearance versus reality, it's completely true with everything you do, especially in this day and age with social media and at the rate of speed the planet is moving. Appearance, like, here's a great example. All right, here's one. As you know, I'm not on these dating apps. Don't believe in them. I think that they're a cesspool for parasites and for narcissists. That's my opinion. Nothing personal against anybody, but that's how I feel. But think about that. Isn't it true that people put their profile picture up and maybe they look amazing, and then when they actually show up for the date, you're like, who is this? Like, in the picture it said you were 6'2" and wavy brown hair, and you're actually 5'4", a beer belly, and like you haven't shaved in 4 days. That kind of thing, right? I mean, these are examples. So I'm suggesting that appearance versus reality, if you really pay attention to your instincts, yourself, all the things you've been through in the narcissistic relationship, or your history of being with the narcissist if it's in a familiar relationship, pay attention to the signs and see and be aware and recognize that you hold the key. You hold the control and the power. Not the narcissist, not another individual, it's you. You're the one that needs to determine if you want to, let's say, accept the appearance of certain people for maybe what they are, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just believe, you know what, that doesn't seem quite right. So going back to the analogy of the car in the very beginning of the video, that beautiful paint job that you see, that is meant for one reason and one reason only. It's literally to have that car get moved from the owner of the car, whoever it is, a dealer or a person, to you. And hopefully you don't double check the engine and whatever you do with cars. I don't know anything about cars, but you double check that it functions properly. And once you make the transaction, money to exchange hands, or fiat, or not fiat, crypto, whatever it is, that's your car. And now it's become your problem. Just like the narcissistic relationship. You see, what they did is they fooled you, they trapped you, they put on that mask, they wore it as long as they needed to entice you, allure you, snare you, and get you hooked into them. Then they sank their dirty fangs into you. You became attached to them. They certainly were never, ever attached to you. But what they did do is they literally used you as a pipeline for supply. And this is in any relationship whatsoever. And then they just went out and got more supply. And once you ended, like once your tank ran dry, no problem. I'm just gonna cut the umbilical cord there, snip, move on, and here's my new source, or sources. So think about that for a minute, guys. Appearance versus reality. It's very important now, more so than ever. You see, with the internet and all the changes of technology and AI and everything that's coming our way, you need to pay attention. You need to continue to build your boundaries. You need to protect yourself. Guys, I'm going to end the video now. I love you all so much. I can't tell you. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I loved doing it. From beautiful Costa Rica, this is Andrew. God bless you. Namaste.